Morning guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the West Ham World YouTube channel. How are we all doing? We all recovered a little bit now from that Arsenal game. Yeah, I'm glad it's the international break now. Just to give us, again, it's going to be a long hard season, and any chance get to have a gap from West Ham, I'll be honest with you, it's beneficial at the minute, because it's such a struggle in it at the minute with West Ham. Like, all of our enjoyment's been taken out of it, and it's just painful at the minute, really, isn't it? Anyway, there is a little bit of news out there. It's all very rumoury and, stuff like that. First one was a couple of rumours about strikers that we potentially could go in for in January. Joshua Zirkzee, the Man United guy. You can see where it fits. It hasn't worked out at Man United, but who has it worked out for? Rasmus Højlund, he's gone to Napoli and really done magic. Zirkzee, could he be the guy? Could he, come to West Ham, be pacey, physical, young, hungry to prove a point? Maybe. I don't know. And then the other one was obviously the wonder kid Hendrik from Real Madrid on loan. I can't see that happening. It just isn't. You can't get in front of Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. and obviously the right-hand side's Rodrigo. It's very hard to get into that team, and that's no discredit to his ability. It's just in front of him are generational talents in Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Would I like to see it? Of course I would. Of course I'd love to see Hendrik at West Ham. I think he'd work better with the two. I don't think the Premier League suits a little man on their own as a striker the way we play, unless you're like someone like Sergio Aguero who can make things out of nothing, or an Alexis Sanchez, someone like that. It's very hard, especially in West Ham's team where we don't get a lot of the ball, and we very limited to how many times we play the ball forward. But yeah, would love to see it happen, but I can't see it. Another thing that I read, Football Insider, again, I totally disbelieve them. They talk a lot of rubbish most of the time, saying that Bowen will be looking at his options in the summer if West Ham don't improve. Well, if we go down, Bowen's going to go, isn't he? So that's the only thing I would say. If we went down, Bowen will go, and no West Ham fan would, hold that against him at all. I think he loves West Ham. I think he gets West Ham. He's West Ham family now. He's a West Ham legend. If he stayed at the club, you're talking, serious legacy player in terms of impact on the club, what he's done, that goal. I don't ever want to see Jarrod Bowen leave. I don't. I love the man. But again, you wouldn't put it past him. I'm not saying I believe Football Insider at all. At the end of the day, he signed a 7-year contract a couple of years ago. Have we sort of gone against maybe some of the promises that were in there? Probably. But he must have a nice house in Essex now with his wife, kids and that. Probably very comfortable. I wouldn't imagine that Danny would want to move away from her family. Who knows? And at the end of the day, I believe he's 30 next year. I think he's 29, Bowen, isn't he? At 30, is it a last chance at maybe trying to win a big thing? He's still one of the best out there, in terms of right wingers and his output. But yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. What we got here? So let's go through the comments quickly. Richie says, good morning, mate. Hello. Let's get rid of these weirdos that just like commenting on weird things. Maybe Mendes will play in, we'll have a plan in the light. Of course, yeah. If you go on transfermarket.com, mate, you'll see, if you type in Jorge Mendes, all of these players that come up, obviously right at the top, Cristiano Ronaldo. And I think Yamal is on there as well. Not that they're coming to West Ham. But yeah, have a look on there. Some good names on there. What we got here? International break will help Nuno. The season starts versus Brentford. It does, mate. It is the boycott game, though. Obviously, won't be hardly any West Ham fans in there. But yeah, the season starts there. There's some big games, important games. Brentford, Leeds, Newcastle. Newcastle, really tough game. But we've got to be looking to get things, otherwise we're going to be put adrift. We could have been bottom of the league on Sunday had Wolves not conceded. At one point we were bottom of the league, and that would have been horrendous. Friday says, hey brother, hope you're well. Shout out from Australia. Great place. Got family that live just outside Canberra actually. Retired now, most of them. It's my wife's uncle, but great place. I agree, Andrew, though half the squad are on international duty. They are, so it's hard to get the full training in. What else we got here? Don't know, Ronaldo will be 50 soon. They might get him. Yeah, probably still be our best player if we got him now. I've got to say that some of these trolls are actually ridiculous. Some of these trolls in here. I've got to hide you guys, sorry, because I just won't have racism or anything like that on my channel. It's absolutely ridiculous. What was I going to say? Yeah, the other rumour I read, guys, was about Amanda Staveley. You know, it keeps floating up and down. So apparently she was well in for Tottenham, wasn't she? She's got 500 million burning a hole in her pocket. And the rumour is that she was a special guest at an NFL game. And then some of the stuff's come out saying that Tottenham have come out and basically said they're not for sale. And it may have opened a window for Staveley to come up and look at West Ham. We know that some investors were shown around by Brady and Noble around the training ground, or the port cabin, should we say. Would I like Amanda Staveley in? 100%. She seemed to get it. She seems to know. She worked Newcastle. You know, she made the fans love the club again. Not that they ever fell out of love with it. They fell out of love with the regime. And I think her coming in with the right people, right investors, they would know what to do. They would. There'd be better fan engagement, and I would just love it. I would love it. So I'm gonna get rid of this troll again because these are weirdos that keep making accounts. But yeah, what do you think, guys? Do you think there's anything that could potentially happen with this takeover? I think if the pressure keeps building and these protests, we keep it up, I think there's a good chance that maybe something might happen. If we go down, the pressure would be immense. Not that I want us to go down, but it's just interesting to know that this pressure is building massively now. And we just got to keep it up, guys. You know, we've got the sit-in in a couple of weeks. We've got the march for the Burnley game. So we've got a lot going on. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys, because there's too many trolls out today who have got very, very sad lives. So until next time, guys, come on your irons, keep believing. Check your subscribes, give us a hype if you've got some. Let's go.